counting down to first pitch here in the Bronx. It's the Red Sox and Yankees. Hold on, it's next. After playing across the street for some 85 years, there's a new ballpark in the Bronx, New Yankee Stadium. The site for this edition of Major League Baseball presented by The Show. We've got, without a doubt, the best rivalry in baseball for you straight ahead, as it'll be the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. And hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to call the balls and strikes. Alongside me are colleagues Dave Campbell and the new guy, Eric Karros. And Dave, we'll turn to you first. What should we keep an eye on in this matchup?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what degree the bullpens get used in this one, because I think each manager would really like to keep his pen from being overworked, and it'll be interesting to see which bullpen can best answer the call.
All right, Dave, thank you, and we'll hear from Eric as we move along. But first, here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox, presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. They'll match up against another guy who's starting to come into his own after spending the early part of his big league career in the bullpen, the young right-hander Phil Hughes. A look there at the Yankees defensively, and they feature an infield full of Gold Glove Award winners as Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira all took home hardware in 2010. Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
And this is where he's dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep.
And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches. Kevin Youkilis will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And he just manages to get his hand in. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he still has the wherewithal to get the out at first, but now we'll have to see if he's all right.
Well, show motion's going to give us another look at this ball coming back at him, man. Oh, boy. You just don't have any time to react to something coming that quickly. He's lucky he's all right.
Adrian Gonzalez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And he's looking for RBI number 43 on the year if he can cash in.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And this is going to be ruled an infield single, but the more important issue becomes the health of the man on the mound. David Ortiz will stand in. First pitch coming now from Hughes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Back to the pitcher. Can they turn it? And the run will score as the Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
Well, I thought for a second he was going to be able to make a play on that ball, but he'll just eat it, and that'll go as an infield single.
Dustin Pedroia stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. And there to take it is A-Rod for out number 2.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
J.D. Drew is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Yankees nothing. Starting lineup for the Yankees, as presented by Joe Girardi, will look like this. They're set to face a valuable member of the Yankees staff during their 2009 title run, right-handed swingman Alfredo Aceves. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this ball will be chopped foul. Lined up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and this takes off on him as it's over his head. Runner at first, and Derek Jeter will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And strike 2 now as Jeter swings and misses on that one.
And after challenging him up with the last fastball, that's a perfect spot for the follow-up, right at the knees.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out. Mark Teixeira will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
And this guy has just about disappeared at the plate in this series, 0 for 9.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And Teixeira's going to reach. It's a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
When you talk about answering right back here in the bottom of the first, runners are at second and third now after the double, and they're in good position to get that run back and then some.
Alex Rodriguez will take his hacks now, and as you see, leads the American League in home runs. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And they've really kept him in check in this series, just 1 for 9 so far.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
He had him out in front, but he couldn't pull the trigger.
1-1 on the way. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. The run is in. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second.
Well, 1 run's going to score on the play easily, but they try and gamble for 2 here, and they're going to be denied as a good tag at the plate stops them.
Curtis Granderson will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And he'll throw over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning.
Well, with 2 outs, guys need to be bouncing around on the base paths, but he just didn't stay alert that time, and it cost him.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Fouled back. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And there's a reason he's hitting over 300 this year. He's not going to get himself out by chasing pitches like that.
Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hughes ready with the 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, he is really making him work out there.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow!
Well, even in his own ballpark, those fans down there can get awfully obstructive when it comes to foul balls. But he's able to lean in and take that one out of the first row.
Jed Lowry will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded foul. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Ready with another 0-2. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there.
Yeah, well, we could hear that one from up here. I'll give him a second. He should be all right.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, just couldn't put him away right there. You'll see the sequence. He was able to foul off 2 straight 0-2 pitches, and then finally he finds a pitch that he could do something with, and he's on board.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and here's the team captain, Jason Varitek. First pitch to him. And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1.
And this guy's 0 for 6 in the series thus far, so he's got to be about due to come through.
Swing and a miss on that one, and Varitek finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And Varitek swings and misses there as he's set down for out number 2.
And let's check out the sequence here. This is a 6-pitch at bat, including a couple of 2-strike foul balls that we'll see here in a second. And in the end, he finally polishes them off with a beautiful pitch on 1 and 2. That was a good battle.
Carl Crawford will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1.
And pretty obvious that he didn't care for that call too much. You can see the look of disgust there.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And he'll step on first for the out. The side is retired. Curtis Granderson will start things off in the bottom of the second. And a good cut here by Granderson, but this one's going to find the seats in right, a foul ball. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that is going to get on through. It's a leadoff single for Granderson.
Well, they pulled the string on the changeup that time, but he would have no part of it as he just waits and nets himself a base hit.
Robinson Cano will be the batter. And Granderson runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And let's take a look at this stolen base from our camera down the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with nobody out.
Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Yeah, an 0-2. That's right where you want to start that cut fastball. Start it down the middle of the plate and then let it work its way in.
And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Good two-strike curveball had him fishing that time. The ball gets away for a quick second, but not far enough that he can make it to first as they recover and throw him out.
So a runner on second with one down now. And stepping in is the right fielder, Nick Swisher. And this is fouled straight back. Runner at second here with one man out. And a ball outside apparently. 1-1.
Boy, that looked pretty good. You hate to give a guy like that extra strikes to work with because he can make them hurt you.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. He's ready. Now the pitch. Called strike 2. And this is in the dirt as it swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. Throw to first takes care of him, though, for out number 2 as he's retired on the putout, 2-3. The catcher, Jorge Posada, will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. One and two now.
And that's all about hitting your outside corner.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. Over is Drew, but this is a fair ball heading for the corner. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1.
2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Andrew Jones will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
And no threat to run over there at first, so with 2 away, you can focus all your energy squarely on this guy.
Opposite field, high and deep to right. And Drew will... No, he's unable to finish with the catch. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a go with it. And in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Brett Gardner is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, do not underestimate how important that potential third run is over there at third base. That would be a big one early on.
And that misses 2-0.
Well, until he proves that he can get that breaking ball over the plate, I think you sit on something else.
And an awful swing there, 2-0, as the count goes to 2-1.
That is not a healthy swing there on 2-0.
Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And this is ripped down the first base line. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Kevin Youkilis is ready to go here as we begin the third. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And he finds his spot there, 1-1.
And he has not been all that efficient with his pitches through the first 2 innings. He'll need to step it up a bit here in inning number 3.
On the ground for A-Rod. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone for Adrian Gonzalez. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. David Ortiz will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
And that 4-seamer had some burst at the end.
Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That was a Linda Ronstadt fastball, blew by you.
Now he turns on one and rips it down the line, and Teixeira won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball.
Oh, and a big 2-base hit there to put the runners at second and third. Now in a 2-run ball game, you get the tying run to second with just 1 out. So we'll see how they want to approach things defensively.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Boy, and you were just given a 2-run lead. It's like he's trying to give it right back.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Oh, and this is frustrating for a hitter to get put out like that. You're just saying, come on, get foul. Rats.
2 men on, 2 out, and standing in the right fielder, J.D. Drew. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him.
And it's still just the 3rd inning, but this is a big early test for him on the mound.
And a good pitch there as Drew can't connect, and the count moves to 0-2.
And this could be a big psychological swing early if he can get out of it here.
Fouled back. Now here's a swing by Drew as he sends this one high and deep out to right field. Swisher is back to the track, though, as he pulls it in, and a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Derek Jeter will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Putter low, 1-1. One pitch swung on and pulled down the line to 3rd. No problem for Euclid, and there's 1 gone. So 1 gone in the inning now, and here's the always dangerous Mark Teixeira. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And a wry smile there. He knew he had a good pitch to hit.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
And down 0-2, what do you look for now? Another off-speed pitch?
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And that looked like one of those where you're trying to get out of the way instead of swing.
Swing and a bullet to the right side. In there, a base hit.
And that's his 2nd hit for him here in the ball game, and it's worth pointing out this is a guy that's hit for the cycle earlier in his career, so who knows? Maybe we'll see it again.
Alex Rodriguez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. 3rd inning here, 3-1 our score. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. Veritek has a bead on it, and he's got it 2 down.
And there's a look at his pitch count so far. You can see he's already thrown 37 pitches for strikes. That shows me that he's been able to work the zone effectively to this point.
At first, Teixeira, now the pitch. Curtis Granderson is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. One and 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, I think he was able to hold up, but they get the called strike on a borderline pitch anyways.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
And this is what you call giving a guy something to think about 1 and 2. They may come right back in on the hands.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a hard-hit ball back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, he might have been thinking he was still throwing his warm-up pitches because that first pitch of the inning was right down Broadway and got turned around for 2 bases.
Jed Lowry will dig in. He singled his first time around. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And with a leadoff hitter aboard at second after the double, he's at least got to be thinking right side if he doesn't put one down.
And now the runner's trying for third. Behind the runner to second.
This guy must have taken one too many foul tips back there because I don't know why he'd throw the ball there.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And this is where you need to do some situational hitting. Just a ground ball up the middle here will get this run home.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Good pitchers know how to execute when they have to. With a runner in scoring position and nobody out, he throws a perfect 2-strike pitch there to freeze him at the plate.
Jason Varitek will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And, not quite sure what was wrong with that one, but it's 1-0. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1.
And as a catcher at the plate, he's thinking, you better call that both ways.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hard to get extended on those. That just locked him up.
Grounded foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the dangerous left fielder, Carl Crawford. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
And they don't want to make a mistake with a right-handed hitter on deck and a base open, so they'll approach him very carefully right here.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Teixeira is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. We'll see Robinson Cano when we come back. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox 1. Robinson Cano stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Tough guy to face here to start this inning.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, sometimes you keep waiting for that perfect pitch, then you look up and it's 0-2.
Here's the pitch. In the air to right center. Under it is Drew. 1 away.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
So 1 away, and here's Nick Swisher. And he committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
And he's just 1 for 8 at the plate here in the series, so he needs to turn things around.
Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there, base hit.
And things are continuing to go poorly for him out there. That's now the 8th hit he's given up in just 3 1/3 innings of work. With a line like that, he's not going to be sticking around much longer.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4 full. It's the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox 1. And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen. Kevin Youkilis is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Ooh, awfully close to strike 3. Probably should have been strike 3. Instead, it's 2-2 now.
Boy, nothing comes easy, does it?
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
And now on 3-2, let's see if he gets a fastball here.
Swinging a high pop-up back behind the mound. And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Adrian Gonzalez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
And you always want to get that first pitch strike in there when you've got to face a dangerous hitter like this.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Now a ball chopped up the line to first. And Teixeira steps on first himself to record the out. So 2 gone in the inning now for David Ortiz. Fouled straight back. Swinging a high chopper. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. He's got a 3-1 lead. Andrew Jones will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And now a pitch on the way. And this is hit well towards the hole. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit.
And he just hadn't been able to find any kind of comfort level out there. I mean, he'll move right back into the stretch, and he's only throwing 1 pitch in the inning.
First offering on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing and a liner towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out. Derek Jeter will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the first pitch, and he lays off there 1-0.
And in a National League game, this might be a spot to put one down, but I sort of doubt we'll see that here.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. Pedroia on to first, and they're able to get Jeter. It's a double play.
Well, that'll take the starch right out of this rally. 2 straight hits to start the inning, but then he gets the important double play ball right here.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. First pitch coming. In there for strike 1.
Oof. You don't see him take that pitch too often.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Look into Veritek, now the 1-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. The Yanks leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Dustin Pedroia will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Now here's a fastball at the knees, and that location has paid off for him so far. It's 0-1.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, in general, the more you can work in that lower half of the zone, the more success you're going to have.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Oh, and he botches it. And he is in there.
This is a situation where the outfielder may have tried to do too much. Doesn't cost him a run, but it certainly didn't help things.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And Andrews about as good as they come as he nails him at the plate.
Taking a real chance trying to score here, and it winds up not panning out for him as the batter holds safely at first.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. Jones comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Well, everything's going right for him on the mound now. When line drives are finding your outfielder's gloves out there, you know Providence is on your side.
Jed Lowry will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
And he's got a chance to get this average up over the Mendoza line with a base hit here.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. The 1-2 from Hughes. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Alex Rodriguez will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And you can see him starting to make adjustments on the mound as this game has gone on.
Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Ellsbury, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Curtis Granderson. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And Gonzalez takes this one over to first himself for the out.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Obviously, the one that sticks out was that rough second inning. He expended a lot of energy getting through that one.
Robinson Cano is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
And he's looking for his first hit of the game to try to push his hitting streak up to 5 games.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
2-out single here as they try to mount something. They've been kept off the scoreboard since the 2nd inning, so they could use a little 2-out magic right here.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Drew has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. One left for the Yankees as the lead remains 3-1. And as we've already seen the American League earlier this evening, let's take a look now at the National League scoreboard. Jason Varitek will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And Mariano Rivera is up and getting loose now in the Yankee bullpen. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Boy, in between these two starting pitchers, nothing but zeros on the scoreboard since way back in the second inning.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Still a ways to go, but he's looked good so far as he chases his 6th victory of the year.
So one gone in the inning for Carl Crawford. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. 2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
My colleagues may not want to hear this, and it's probably a jinx, but this game is flying along.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Good 2-strike curveball had him fishing that time. The ball gets away for a quick second, but not far enough that he can make it to first as they recover and throw him out.
Kevin Youkilis is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
But there to take it in is a well-positioned Cano, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Dan Wheeler will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now the lefty Hideki Okajima's up and throwing in that Red Sox bullpen. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Andrew Jones will be the batter. 2 for 2 with a triple to this point. First pitch coming. And he gets ahead 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And the fastball here is hit on the ground but foul. And that is going to be his third hit so far, as this is lined into left for a base hit. And Crawford will need to play the carom off the wall here. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Well, he's got himself a single, double, and triple so far, so now he's just a home run shy of that rarest of performances, the cycle.
Swing and a ball pulled into right. Drew is there, 2 down.
Had 2 hits already and almost a third here, but this ball hangs up just a little bit too long out there, and it was right at it.
Derek Jeter digs in at the plate. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
And now on the mound, you need to keep this a 2-run game, so that means don't let them get that run in from second.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. And Ellsbury will make the catch, and with that, the side is retired. Yanks leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Adrian Gonzalez will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. In there, strike 1.
And no easy task here to start the 8th. He'll have to go right through the heart of the order.
Here's Hughes now on 0-1. Opposite field to left. And Andrew will just get in front of this one, a base hit. And this is over the head of Cano.
Well, step 1 was they needed to get a guy on base. This base hit accomplishes that mission, so now the tying run will get a chance to come to the plate here late in the game.
David Ortiz will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And it looks like that's going to be all for Phil Hughes. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Rafael Soriano will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Routine out there for Andrew. 1 away. Dustin Pedroia will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
And this is where a reliever really wants to pick up his starter. Give him a chance to be the winner.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Red Sox go down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Hideki Okajima is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. First baseman Mark Teixeira step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Tries to go the other way with a curveball, but this ought to be a routiner out in right. Therefore, it is Drew as he takes it for the first out.
Still not out of this game, not by a long shot, but they need to keep that deficit right at 2 before they take their final hacks in the ninth. That's a good first step.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field. Waiting for it is Crawford. 2 gone.
And sometimes it seems if you're left-handed and you've got a heartbeat, they'll find a job for you. He's turned this left-handed specialist stuff into a very nice career.
Curtis Granderson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Look into Varitek. Now the 1-1. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Now this gets all the way to the wall. He's around first on his way to second now. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
State Farm will give us another look at that swing again in show motion. But check out the hands getting into good position. The hips, they start to rotate, and then whack! That's great extension right through the ball. That's perfect right there.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Nick Swisher will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Foul back. And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
You can bet Terry Francona's starting to pace in that Red Sox dugout.
Fastball, and he popped it up. Back into short right field. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, and it's still 3-1. J.D. Drew will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And the victory would be for Phil Hughes if the score holds where it is. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Leadoff base hit here is going to bring the tying run to the plate here in the late going. Now the wheels are really going to start to turn in both of these dugouts.
Jacoby Ellsbury will step in now. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Jeter back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get to 1.
And you're really going to have to turn one to get this guy at a double play, and he winds up beating out the back end, so he's safe on the fielder's choice.
Marco Scudero will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Good live fastball there from Soriano at strike 1.
And he'll try to keep the ball down here and maybe try to get that one final double play ball to end it.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Whoa, he is definitely getting a good workout behind the plate.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out. And now we see the time is called as he appears to be a little shaken up down there. Mike Cameron will try and loosen up here as he'll be the runner at second base following the injury. Jason Varitek is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike.
Boy, it feels like no one sat down since about the 7th inning.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Another good outing by their closer here. He's a perfect 5 for 5 in his last 5 save opportunities as he converts another one right here.
given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Andrew Jones. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matt, a 3-hit ball game for him, and a couple of those were key hits as he swung the bat very well in this one.
So that'll just about wrap things up. For Dave Campbell and Eric Karros, I'm Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this evening. This has been a presentation of MLB 11 The Show. For more, get out your smartphones and click on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 3-1. A recap of our night at Yankee Stadium is next. And now for all of us at the show, good night, everybody.